Hi, I'm Lynnette Hart, and I'm here to give you your crystal ball readings for August 2025. Before I start, I do have to give a disclaimer, and for legal reasons in the UK, we do have to class this as entertainment purposes only. And any information that I provide or comes to you is entirely your responsibility what you do with that information. Okay, so that's a legal requirement we have to do across here. And I use Poppy. This is my crystal ball. She's pure crystal. And what she does, she's very good at like lighting up and giving me symbols. And it's them symbols I interpret for you. And she gives a general energy signal as well. And I divide it up into the zodiac signs. All right. So I'm not an astrologist, not an astrologist at all. So yes, you can go to different parts of your natal chart and see different parts. So it's worthwhile listening to the whole tape, basically, video, and see what's around for your family and friends as well. So she's given me a general energy this month. Oh, surprisingly, I was quite surprised at this one. The general energy she's given me, I'll just put it down because she's very heavy. Um, is uplifting and vibrancy. And I'm thinking, with all the chaos going on, I thought it would be a little bit different. But no, that's the message I kept getting, uplifting and vibrancy. Then I sat and thought about this, and I'm thinking, well, looking around you, looking at nature, looking at the birds, looking at the plants, you can see that there's a different energy, there's a different vibration around. And so this is about noticing things with a different perspective. And it might feel a bit scary when you see all these things, but it isn't. It's going to make you curious, and ultimately, that's what the uplifting energy is about, and the vibrancy. All right. So that was quite an interesting one, I thought, for August 2025. So there's a hope out there. All right. So we'll go into the zodiacs, and I start with Aries. And she gave me spirit talking and pointing in a different direction to where you were standing. So this is very much like your guides are trying to point a different way forward for you. However, it looks like you're kind of stuck. You're kind of like under a bit of a cave ledge. That's the only way I can describe it. And for some reason, you're either feeling or are in a rock and a hard place. Or it also could be about a lack of confidence in yourself. Okay. But they are definitely trying to point you forward. So listen out for the signs from your guides. Listen out for like your dreams or like little unexpected things that make you think, oh, what's that about? And so trust there's a way forward, at least in one area of your life where you're not feeling as confident or it feels a little bit rock and hard place. All right. So that's for Aries. Now we go on to Taurus. And you've got plenty of growth come through. She usually signifies that with like putting leaves, because obviously plants grow. And it's usually how big the leaves are to how much growth's going on. And you've got some nice bit of growth coming through at different stages. Nothing big at the minute, but just little bits going around. So there's definite growth in your life. But it feels a bit, that bit over there, that bit over there, this bit over here. So it's what I call fragmented. All right. And that usually happens when there's you need more process of change, all right, coming in. You haven't got all the information you need. All right. So basically what they're saying is uh, the dots aren't quite joined yet. All right. But the important thing to remember is whatever you're doing, you're getting growth. So keep doing that. All right. And just allow the process to naturally unfold. All right. So don't push it. That's the important thing. And sometimes I want to push things and it got big growth and do this and it just go, stop. Don't do that. You're not ready for that yet. There's other things that needs to come in. So it's important. All right. So that's growth with fragmentation for Taurus. So keep going. Gemini, I had to laugh at this one. It was upside down figures and images all over the place. And I thought, oh, right, okay, what's going on here? So, so it feels like, the way I can describe it is that life's a bit upside down at the moment. Although this may not be of your doing, I need to stress this. However, it is worth checking your part in it. Because if there's any drama going on or anything like that, we only can own our part in it. All right. That's our self-responsibility. Okay. But it's worth checking that as well. And it just feels like there's a lot of different issues going on around you in at least one area of your life. But it's like there's drama coming from others. People are playing out, and it's all like this. No, there's my cocoa plot again. So the advice here is to own what's yours, what is your part in it. You can then stand back and get the popcorn out and watch the drama. The important thing to do is stand your ground. Stand your ground. It's other people have to take responsibility for their actions as well. All right. And it is about self-responsibility. So hopefully the upside down figures might start settling down again. And you can see with better clarity going forward. Okay. So that's for Gemini. Cancer. I got lovely figures of happy family, and that's including pets and that. So, and I'm self-aware that I was a counsellor for years in the NHS. I am aware that happy families can be a bit of an illusion. And yes, there are happy families out there, and if you're one of them, keep going, keep enjoying, looking at your blessings and all like that. But for some people, it is about being a happy family with your own family, the groups you've created, the friendships you've created. And if you're going through like a bit of disruption in what is normally an happy family, think about the blessings, think about how you can like move forward, even if it's just you putting yourself in a place where it feels a bit safe for you while all this disruption. I've got loads of midges here today, they're driving me nuts. And so if it's about like-minded folk, happy families, just decide what your happy family is, or are, should I say. And for some, like me, I'm a bit of a loner. So I have some good friends. I do admit I have some good friends. But I'm quite happy with my pets. All my family live away, so they're my happy family. Although they were very disruptive last night. I only had about 4 hours sleep, so I'm not very happy with them today. But I have got one pony ducky as well, so it's what is right for you. But it's all about happy families, whatever that means to you. All right. So enjoy what you've got. So that was for Cancer. Leo, I got the stop hand again. All right. She's very good at giving me the stop hand, depending what's going on with things. But she's put it right next to what I call the life pathway, and that's usually when spirit are trying to give you signs, just take a breather and look around what's happening around your life pathway. So that could be an area of your job, could be health, it could be well-being, it could be emotional, lifestyle, you get the drift. And it's just a case of like looking to see what is actually for you. Okay. Are you actually on the right path? Is there a bad habit? Are you too that you've got caught up on it? It's a bit like what I call the hamster wheel. We've all done the hamster wheel. And sometimes you just got to step off the hamster wheel and just take a deep breath, check what's going on around you, see what needs to be adjusted or stopped. All right. And then walk up your life path or get back onto your hamster wheel. Or when you do get back onto your hamster wheel, maybe do it at a different pace. All right. So that's for Leo. For Virgo, I got beautiful, bright energy. And then I got an owl. just sitting there looking very, very wise. And then I got guides all around as well. So this is very much for me that there is some really good energy coming into you, or it's already arrived. The important thing to remember is you've got to use your own inner wisdom. Your animal spirit at the minute is obviously the alpha wisdom as well. So it just feels that there's, if you've had some difficulties recently, or for a long time, a bit like me, then it's kind of like times are changing. Okay. It might not, it might come suddenly, or it might just come very gently in. But whatever you do, just trust that that process is coming. Just trust that that breakthrough is coming for you, and just allow that your own animal spirit wisdom and your guides to help you just move forward very gently. But it was a beautiful brightness. All right. So whatever area of your life you feel this is pointing to, might be a few areas, it might not. Then just allow it to happen. Okay. But use your wisdom. All right. So that was for Virgo. For Libra, I got a figure going off on their own. And you can get oracle cards with this type of imagery on. And it usually, 9 times out of 10, usually means there's somebody going off on their own. So that could be like they're wanting more independence away. It could be a child going off to university. It could be even yourself just wanting a little bit more independence, a bit more time out. So it's all about going off on your own, independence, and in whatever area you feel you need that. Okay. And it also could mean different groups, so you're going out for, maybe you've shifted from one group that maybe you don't quite agree with now and shifting to another group. But it's also about spiritual well-being as well. All right. So it's self-sovereignty. That's that's the buzzword at the minute. So it is Libra. It's about going off on your own, or a family member close to you, or friends going off on their own. Not, but it is all about mainly independence. All right, doing their own thing more. Okay, so that's for Libra. For Scorpio, I got a figure viewing high up. So the ground was down here, and the figure was up here, and they're just very calmly looking down like a watcher. All right. So that, and this tends to come in when you need to see the bigger picture. And this also can come in when you've got birds of prey as a symbol as well, because they fly high and see the bigger picture. So this is all about seeing the bigger picture, stepping back from the chaos to see the clarity. All right. You see, old saying, you can't see the wood for the trees. It's that. Okay. So it's about engaging with events, or maybe people and groups, or even your own thought patterns differently. So it's a different perspective. And that could be an internal one, it could be an external one, or both. So what do you need to step back from, Scorpio? All right, what do you need to step back from and see differently? Or at least try to see a different perspective. At least if you tried, you can say you've tried. All right. So that's the Scorpio. For Sagittarius, it's kind of similar to what Scorpio is, but I got red colours, blue colours, and then but they were very, very bright colours. Well, obviously for certain people who know the Matrix story, it's the red or the blue. There's no in between. If you don't know what I'm on about, go and watch the Matrix. So. But from another angle, it'll also mean deeper inner work, because you've got the both chakra colours as well. All right. So it's that inner work that maybe we need to release stuff that no longer serves you. So that could be fears from the past, or bad relationships, that type of thing, things that are stopping you. Or maybe old family beliefs, old spiritual lineage beliefs, generational beliefs, that type of thing. But also because you've got the blue, that's usually about spiritual communication, uh, getting being able to have the confidence to voice things better. But you usually find that gets better once you've done the root work, which is a red. Okay, so so there's a brighter self outlook here. All right, going on for you. But it also could just mean your body's out of balance, you're a bit out of balance with your mind, body, and soul, and you just need to go and get some Reiki or a chakra balancing. And so it also could mean out of balance. All right. So there's a few options there for you, Sagittarius. So it could be all of them, but in different areas of your life or all your life. Okay. So that's for Sagittarius. Capricorn. I got a figure holding a book and then a pile of books at the side of them. Every time you get anything like that, it's all about extra knowledge coming to you, gaining knowledge. And that doesn't have to be that you have to read a book. It could, you can gain knowledge from other ways, of course. But it also could mean that you get more insightful. All right, so your spiritual intuition's on the rise, and you just gain knowledge that way. It means you could maybe taking a course, or just sitting down and enjoying yourself, having a rest, a bit of time out, and reading just a novel, or that type of thing. So whatever it is, it also could mean that some of you maybe have a teacher within you who just wants, you've got something to offer to teach people, okay? Or maybe you're on a teaching course. So there's all different ways of how you can gain knowledge. Obviously, the old-fashioned way is holding a book. So I'm a bit old-fashioned in my ways. So, but that's for Capricorn. More knowledge coming to you and enjoy it. For Aquarius, it's very much I got really basically the man coming out of the tunnel holding the light. So, but you had a very, very, very strong animal spirit with you, of quite a fierce animal spirit. So we're talking like the wolf, lion, that type of spirit, animal spirit. Not that they were hurting you or anything like that. It usually is coming that they've given you the inner strength to get over difficulties, all right? And it's either you're just coming out of that dark tunnel that the old saying says, or you're just about to come out of it, all right? But whatever it is that's been going on for you, whatever area of your life, it's about you're a different person now. You've learned from an experience, all right? And that animal spirit, that strong animal spirit, has allowed you to become a stronger, better person. All right. So this is actually a very good, despite you having to go through difficulties, which isn't always very nice, but you're definitely coming out of that dark tunnel a different person and a stronger person for it. And you can always still keep accessing your animal spirit after you've come out into the light a bit more. All right. Just need to identify it or ask your guides. All right. So, but that's that I got was more like the wolf lion. They know how to roar and make a lot of noise, and get that fierceness going, that inner buzz. All right. So that's for Aquarius. Now for Pisces, I got a big mountain and then a small mountain, and then I had guides all around it. Okay. Or advisors, I want to say. Advisors is probably the better word. So you'd probably be sitting there and there's a bit of an obstacle going on in your life, or you're about to have an obstacle put on your life pathway. And it's kind of like, how do I transfer this energy? How do I transfer this mountain they put around me because you can't see your way forward? The secret here that they're saying to you is get advice, talk to friends, take legal representation if you need it, talk to your guides. And somewhere within all that, there will be the best advice for you. And that mountain will shrink to a small mountain and it's movable. You can transverse around it. All right. So whatever the big mountain is, whatever the small mountain is, and it actually could be that your mind's working overtime. You've got a bit anxious and you're thinking, oh, what if, what if, what if, what if, what if you need to stop the what ifs and put it into a little mountain and, find your way forward there, because thinking about what could happen is actually stopping you from moving. All right. All right. You need a certain amount of risk assessment, shall we say? We'll put risk assessment in brackets. But whatever it is that advice is needed, take advice from other people. You can make your own mind up what you best way forward for you, and get moving forward. Okay, so that's for Pisces. So that's all the zodiac signs for August 2025. And there's definitely a lot of change in perspectives for everyone, but we know there's change in perspectives going on around the world. All right. So that shift in that perspective, that energy, that vibrancy is good. It's important to stay grounded. Very important to stay grounded and in peace as much as you can in peace. All right. So wishing you all the best. And you can always go and look on my page, on my Facebook page, and see my daily updates and inspirational posts and things like that. So hopefully I will see you next month. Bye for now. Bye.